So, mono blue. This deck was a threat when it was in standard. And the big card it's gotten in recent memory here is Ascendant Spirit. So this is the new kind of Warden of the First Tree, kind of figure at Destiny, depending on when you started playing Magic. So pay snow mana, make this a 2/3, pay more snow mana, make it a 4/4 flyer, pay even more snow mana, put some counters on it, and draw a card when it hits your opponent. Since we're playing snow mana to enable this anyways, Faceless Haven is a card we get to play in the mana base as well to help play some of our other colorless cards. We've got things like Curious Obsession, as well as Sea-Dasher Octopus here for some additional draw. We've got Lofty Denial, Negate, and Essence Scatter for some counter spells. We've got some Unsummons and Ops and all sorts of other friends down here. So I'm going to go ahead and dive on into some games with this. For people at home, if you've played more of this deck, I haven't really played many games with it, so I don't really have strong opinions on the card selection here. I specifically want to try out the Snow 1-drop, but other than that, I don't really have strong attachments to things in the deck, so we'll see if we develop opinions on things as we go. Opt is not stellar, Curiosity is better. So I think your comparison there is off base. Opt and Curiosity do different things. So Opt is a card that helps smooth out your draw in the early to late game, whereas Curiosity is a card that has to attach to a creature and generates sustained card advantage as the game goes along. So one of these things helps you find what you're looking for, and the other one does not. Now, to the people in chat, the person in chat that said all 50 Senate Republicans voted against the very good America Rescue Plan, that's just not true. Only 49 of them voted against it. One of them had to leave the Senate to go home because of a family emergency. So they just weren't present. They didn't technically vote against it. Actually, I think I'm just playing this and pumping it here. I hate to challenge your deck building, but I think we're going to struggle to cast Slitherwisp, mostly because you have no black mana and no Slitherwisps in your deck. Do we strap Curious Obsession to this and just try and 4-turn clock them here? I think that's the plan, right? Crunch, we got Brazen Borrower and friends here. I think it's likely to be a 4-turn plan, 4-turn clock, because I don't think we're supposed to pump this turn, because I think we need to be able to interact and block with my opponent's board. And they're dead. Faceless Haven, providing the closing power there that we need. I think we could have also put counters on it too, right? Gosh, look at this sideboard. Look who came prepared for mono red, chat. Who's got 2 thumbs and came prepared for mono red? This guy right here. All right. I mean, I don't know that this matchup's going to necessarily be a slam dunk, but we've got some tools, chat. We're not just dead. How many spell pierces and negates do we here? This is a scatter matchup as well. Is this a... Oh gosh, chat, I forgot to put foil strokes in my sideboard. It's a good thing we don't have to board them in here and be embarrassed about it. Yeah, I think trimming these seems fine. What do we think of this? Do I want more scatters and negates here? I don't really know that they're better than any of these cards I currently have in my deck. Feel like these 6 cards are probably plenty. It could be right to bring in a mix of scatters and negates over these lofty denials. We bring in a couple of pierces too for the sake of resource efficiency. Maybe negate is worse than denial. We have a couple of pierces. Yeah, let's do that. Trey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this morning. Yeah, I think there's a good chance our creatures die in this matchup. This is a nice hand. They'll have various pieces of removal post-board too. Wait. I don't think maybe they just race on the play, but they'll have burn spells and stuff too. This is historic. They'll have light up the stage on occasion as well. How's Ascendant Spirit bad? Well, we've played one game and it was good in the one game that we played. That's actually a great thing to point out that I didn't think about. This answers protection from blue dino. That's sick. I didn't even think about that, but that's such a clean extra reason to play this card. That's phenomenal. Castle not being snow seems like a real cost. It's 1 land. Good times. Our deck's confirmed busted, chat. 17 months, but the last 12 are way longer than the first 5. Ain't that the truth, Jake? Good morning, good morning. Yep, let's fix our strokes here. I appreciate chat reminding me. I'm bad at remembering that kind of stuff. I don't know how I feel about the borderless snow islands. I think I'm gonna leave them ugly as sin. The Ratchet and Clank stream evoked so much nostalgia. I want to buy a PS5 now. Can I blame you when I talk to my partner about it? The PS5 is great, honestly. As someone who's an adult casual gamer, like, I really like my PlayStation. Billy Zane Jr., thank you for the 24 months. Get the borderless snow islands. All right, Blue, I'll get you after this game. It is difficult to get a PlayStation 5 currently, that is true. That is accurate. I feel strongly about it. Sounds good. What do I play on my PS5? Almost all the variety games I've been playing on stream are PS5 games. Just gonna do this and pass. Just take it a little slow. Yeah, the ending of Bug Snacks is a real trip. It is. It is definitely a trip. Ooh. Real trip in a good way, or I don't know how I fully feel about it, if I'm being honest. If you watched any of the start of my Bug Snacks playthrough and you want to see the end, the last 40 minutes of the 4th session of it is the end of the story, and it gets weird. Deal. Maybe they didn't realize how that was about to work. Curiouser and curiouser. There's an extra cutscene at the end of Bug Snacks if you save all the characters at the end. I feel like we're ahead right now. Mono Blue is just Rogue's dad. Funny way to put it. What? Ascendant Spirit is evolving. This needs 8 cards to sack it. I got 4, so... If they fight over this, I'm gonna Lofty Denial. Sends this back. We hit them for 7 and draw a card here. I don't think I can play this. I think I want to hold up double Stormtamer here. How's Blue Eye control? We went 2-1 and it took us over 2 hours to do so. Ah, the classic Gandalf. Yep, exactly. Spirit was very good there. For sure. I think this is a Spell Pierce matchup. Is it crazy to trim Curious Obsession here? They have both a lot of blockers and they have a lot of cheap spot removal and stuff. I feel like this is an Obsession out matchup. I have Sailor, Spirit, and Sea-Dasher still that can generate card advantage. I feel like I don't mind a Scatter. Having another hard counter for creature sounds appealing. Yeah, that's true. Making our creature 1/1 bigger could be relevant. Definitely agree that that could be something to consider. The angle technically changed too, because I had to change the stand because the other stand I had broke. I zoomed it out a little bit as well, but it might be zoomed out a touch too much now. I think we lead on this to protect our spirit. Maybe a little better. Got me. It is a Shadowmoor card. It was from Jumpstart. I think with the other spirits run, we just play both of these here. They offer this trade, I'm going to take it. If you have more removal here, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. I don't have a counter spell, so I'm not going to act like I do. Yeah, if they have this, they'll just do it at my upkeep anyways. Really need to draw a scatter here. Just not going to be able to raise this Luris, unfortunately. I don't have any instants or sorceries in here. Pteromander's actually good. Just locked out at this point. Alright, game 3 on the play. Do I want the Obsessions because of the sizing on it? Quite possibly. They're a little bit better on the play as well, especially with the Spell Pierces. Cut some of the creature interaction. Just go for being a little bit more linear on the play. Seems appealing. Yeah, I think that's probably a good take, probs. We should get up to 4 Sailor. All right, looking to dodge Fatal Push here. Hey, we're dead. Good chat. Rearrange some of our 1-mana cards here. Is Sailor going to be good? Yeah, if you have multiple mana sinks out at the same time, that means you're ahead. If your Sailor is living... Listen, if you're maximizing your deck for when your Sailor is living, or for when your Spirit is living, is not good. Because if your Spirit is living, you're winning the game. It's basically the TLDR. What on God's green earth? Look at this lovely feature. What a fantastic piece of something or other. You see, chat, much like Magic the Gathering, our deck editor has layers. Honestly, I kind of want to cut all of those, add my Sailors, maybe add some Ops. Got 20 creatures with that decision. I think that's fine. Okay, when we went to the home screen and backed out again, it disappeared. Got it. I am planning to stream the Mythgard Open on a delay like I do for the Magic tournaments that I played in Mazer Mouse. I'm not expecting it to be as popular as the Magic tournament content, but I figure if I'm playing it anyways, might as well make content out of it. And for people that didn't see it, the Mythgard game that I've been playing in the afternoons that we're going to end on today, they announced a small Worlds tournament that's going to have $20,000 in prizes for 16 players, as well as open entry tournaments that I think have about $1,000 in prizes over the course of the calendar year that will qualify you for that Worlds tournament. And their software is great. They have a fully in-client tournament mode, which is gas. What's going on, Master? Thanks for the follow. I ain't afraid of no stomp, chat. We should have been afraid of stomp, chat. It's gonna get us. Come on, just play a Spellbreaker. Rats, they're gonna add pressure and step on our thing? That's probably unbeatable. Ooh, they didn't step on our thing. That's exciting. For people not familiar with Historic, our opponent has Collected Company here, which is why I'm not playing out another card. think I want to bounce something this turn. I could play a Questerson or a Cleave. A lot of these decks are really greedy and play Company, Questing Beast, and Cleave. Yeah. So if I have 2 blockers, we're technically not dead. I think we hit them for 3 here. Aggro Blaze, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Do I opt looking for a bounce spell? What are my outs here? So I block this here, take 6 down to 1, play both of these. I can find a Curious Obsession to kill them. Or another Sea-Dasher Octopus. Get 3 looks at those. Rats. Oh, I get a draw. Yeah, we get 1 more shot at Curious Obsession. It by this much, chat. It is worth noting, to be results based, if one of these sailors had been Terramander, we would have been able to activate Terramander and kill them here. We also added more copies of Opt though. So like, if we were playing the original build, we might not have had that many Ops. Hey, Nothar, thanks for the prime. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't be here without folks like you. Thanks for keeping me around. Aether Gust is great here. Essence Scatter is great here. Negate is not great here. It's a Lofty Denial out matchup. I probably don't want that many things that only counterspell. It's probably like 2 Denial out, 2 Opt out, because you don't have a lot of time to spend your mana getting set up in a matchup like this. It is. You can also find it here on MTG Melee. March 21st, about a week and a half from today. It'll be back. Someone asked, Seth asked about Renegade Railier in the Green-White Company deck. No, I don't think Renegade Railier is very good in that deck. Renegade Railier is just like not very good in general if you don't have fetch lands. Honestly, on the play, this Ascendant Spirit might just like be all of our plays and pick this game up and carry it on its back. There's a good chance we're just like 2, 3, 4, 4, pump, kill you with like an Unsummon in the middle somewhere. Renegade Railier in 4-color Enigmatic sounds sweet. We didn't have that one last time we played it. That sounds like an excellent addition to that archetype. Sack my Omen, get it, bring my Omen back. For 4, this gets 2 counters and says when it damages and a player draw a card, we'll attack for 6. We actually just kill them in 2, right? We make this a 6/6, we make this an 8/8, they die. Hey, what's going on, Thirsty? And if you're not able to play in that tournament exactly on the 21st, assuming the 21st goes well, we will be doing these events again consistently. So planning to do a standard open right after the next set releases. Alright, so let's say they Questing Beast next turn. Questing Beast is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's say they go Red Source Cleave. Cleave is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Censor instead of Opt. Ooh, I could see that. I like that suggestion. Let's try that. Forgot Censor was a thing we had. That sounds super reasonable. Yeah, and if they hold the Robber back to block here, I get to go land, pump this to an 8, unsummon your Reach blocker. Oh, you're saying if the Robber draws bounce off of our deck? Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I'm gonna elect to not show them that we have Unsummon. It does, Chewy. So if you activate the 3rd line of text on Ascendant Spirit multiple times, you draw multiple cards. It's very, very sweet. Why does Robber even have Reach? Because he has a bow, chat. Come on now. James, if you are here in chat now, the Jeskai Mutate deck you submitted through the forum looks fine. That would be a fine donation submission. So I'm electing to not play the Siren Stormtamer here in case they have a shock. I don't want them to not use the mana. You can donate via this link here, and just let me know when you'd like to see it played. Make that happen for sure. Rusty Venture, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm just passing back here. Ooh, do they have the shock that I was playing around on 1? They have Magma Spray, sure. Yeah, they do. Do I want to do this plus Opt or Borrower this turn? I probably want to say Borrower for like a Questing Beast. So let's play this and Opt this turn. Can Obstructionist counter equipping Cleave? It can. Any activated or triggered ability? Arrow Daz, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back. If you Glass Pool, Mimic, and Ascendant Spirit, it's a shapeshifter and you can activate its abilities in any order. That's kind of sweet. I'm hearing is Blue-Green Snow Company. That could be cool. Collected Company definitely makes these creature decks a lot better on average. My turn. Yeah. Shapeshifters aren't changelings, you're right. Gosh, got me excited for a second there. What do they have here? They just don't want to play into my counterspells? Well, they have Collected Company, duh. Yikes. This scatter not being a lofty denial is a big deal here. I think we're dead, chat. I believe we have died. I was feeling pretty good there when they passed. Collected Company just wasn't on my mind. Hey, thanks for the tip, Silver Oak. I appreciate it. Whatever you like, sounds good. On it. This is gonna come as a surprise to many of you at home, but I think there's a good chance that my deck is much better when I am on the play compared to when I am on the draw. Possible, yeah, right? We're dead, right? I can flash this into block here, and I can bounce. I can't bounce this. We try being on the play more often. It's a strong line. I'm gonna take it under consideration. Silver, if you're still here, we are gonna do Jeskai Mutate combo after we finish with Mono Blues, probably about 45 minutes to an hour. I like the idea of Censor over Opt. I don't know. I'm in love with these Essence Scatters and Negates. I feel like I want some 1-mana protection. I also feel like after that Grull game, I probably just want 4 Aether Gust. Unless it's 0% of this deck into Grull. I don't know, but it feels like it's pretty close. So I think I want Gust Blast. Unsummon's probably good too. Oh, I don't have a 4th copy of that Unsummon. Sorry. You know what? I'm gonna craft it. Spend that common wild card. Got it now, chat. Ooh, dive down is legal. I forgot about that card. That's probably a good. That's probably better than Spell Pierce, honestly. You know, let's make a note. Let's get Dive Down as the 1-mana main deck spell. Spell Pierce out of the board sounds fine, but Dive down. Dive down gives you a pseudo combat trick, so you can block better against the aggro decks. In fact, the fact that it's like protection that's better against creature decks is a big deal. Although Spell Pierce does tag Collected Company is a real thing. Dive down. Dive down is a very good magic card. People that haven't played with it, it's a 1 mana blue instant that gives something 0/3 and hexproof till end of turn. This is where the magic happens, chat. Ah, 6 mana Niv Miss it. There's a card that takes me back. You know, against this start, I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. And I'm going to wait to play Spectral Sailor on 2 so I can unsummon it back to my hand in response to removal. Well, I don't really have room for Censor and Op Rhino. It's hard. I feel like it's hard to fit. It's hard to fit enough. What's it called, Zin? It's hard to fit. Oh, I should have played the island. That's a mistake. If they go to kill this, I can't unsummon it and then double Sailor on their turn. I can, however, kill this token. That works out. It's hard to fit in Curious Obsession and still have enough things for Pteramander. I feel like Pteramander is more of a Crackling Drake, Arclight Phoenix card than a mono blue card. I feel like mono blue and Standard played that card only because like it didn't have better choices.
It's my turn.
Deal. Your Chandra has traded for 1 point of damage in my Spectral Sailor. What a powerful Planeswalker. Faceless Haven's probably about to be absurd here in this control matchup here too. Have to imagine. You know what? We actually just draw, right? I think we're just like using our mana to draw every time they don't make us use our mana to interact with them. Come on, cycle another Shark Typhoon so I can unsummon your token. Thanks. And then we'll play this on their turn, because I don't want to play this until I can draw with it again. I want to try and get the most value out of every one of my cards. And again, not playing this out here because I don't want to lose it before I can draw a card with it. So I assume this is going to die when I do this, but I would like a card out of it. Take one on the way out the door. They just let me untap. God bless. You've been upgraded to Divination, Spectral Sailor. This card's so much better than Pteramander. In spots like this. Ooh. Get all our utility lands, chat. We got him, he's dead. We do. There are fancy snow basics. Scale of 1 to dead. Where's this Ascendant Spirit at? I assume the dead side of the scale. Oh, no! Chat! If I would have played this on 7 mana, I would have been able to pump it around Languish. What a tilter. Alright. Oh, that's not true, right? No, I need way more than that. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. Put showcases on the Mutate deck. I don't think I have most of the showcase cards. I usually don't play in the specialty game modes like that, Silver Oak.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on track. Time to toast your marshmallows. S'mores, anyone?
The Godzilla ones came in back. So I have Godzilla ones then.
This'll be easy.
Gods once, I am one again. You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
Think that's better than a random?
I don't need this.
They've only played one sweeper in like 20 cards, 21 cards, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have another sweeper here. Ideal play is they play Bolas and then they die. They minus him. It's unfortunate. Let's see if this is killing my borrower.
Of the multiverse will bend to my... I am Death's master.
That's gonna be all she wrote, shit.
My intellect is without limit.
Good lord. So that's 6 lands on the bottom. And we had 2 Faceless Havens. And we've exiled 2 lands. So that's 4, 8, 10, 12, 8, 18 lands and 7 cards on the bottom. 18 lands and 28 cards or so.
Outsmarted you eons ago.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man.
rocks crumble.
Do I want some Aether Gust in this matchup? I feel like I might. This is an obsession out matchup, right? I think that's the plan. BT dubs for folks who are my regulars. Because we're getting a patch with the historic anthology tomorrow, I'm flipping how I normally do my schedule. So usually I start on Magic and end on a different game. I'm planning to play Ratchet and Clank for the first 2 hours tomorrow morning while we wait for the arena patch to go up. The arena patch usually goes live about noon or about 10 a.m. Central Time. And then once the patch goes live, we'll switch over to doing Magic for the rest of the day, so we can have more time to do Historic with the anthology cards. Never didn't have it, chat. Never didn't have it. I like Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, it was really good. The characters and the writing in it are very bubbly and fun. It feels like playing a Saturday morning cartoon in a lot of ways. Hey, Misfit Mavis, thank you for the entire year of Prime. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Jane, thanks for the 13 months. Good morning, good morning. The Force Spike lands over Spell Pierce. No, those get cards much worse. We're playing 4 copies of Censor. Censor is like a good version of Jawari Disruption. For my thoughts on HA4, there's a command for that. With a wonderful YouTube video you can go watch.
I'm the best fire starter there.
So do we rage cut lands after this patch or add them? Asking the real questions. Do you like cycling more than having a land? Yes, significantly. It's not even about like. Being able to cycle is just better than being a tapped land. Yeah, tapped land is really not great in my tempo deck. Borrower would be more busted than it already is if it could bounce your stuff. It's already pretty busted, chat. Alessandro, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Simic Brian, thanks for the third of a year.
Mortality suits me well.
I mean, to be fair, our opponent's up a game right now.
My schemes are never ending.
Do I just bounce this? I think I just bounce this, right? Smack them for 4. Your move. Lucky Clover is legal in Historic. It's not legal in Standard. Stomp, thanks for the follow. Good morning.
I know. I am hot, aren't I? Time to die.
So they need 2 pieces of 1 mana removal here to not be dead? Alright, you know what? You folks aren't new. To the people that are asking, is the audio bugged? You've been here before. The audio is broken. It's Magic Arena. Like, I get it. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. Asking me about it doesn't change it. I can't hear you. What are you saying? What if my ears are bugged? Yeah. Magic Arena is a quality piece of software. And if you want to see a real quality piece of software, make sure you hang out for Mythgard at the end of the stream today. To be fair, the audio bug that Twitch creates and the audio bug that Arena has are different. The audio bug on Twitch's end that you can refresh your page to fix, it gets kind of crackly and distorty, whereas the Arena audio bug on the Arena client side is the sound effects just stop working. It just like starts missing random sound effects. Getting this. Ben, thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. I actually don't have a list of all of my components worth of stuff because none of the companies that make my stuff pay me to promote them, so that's extra effort that I'm just not going through. Feels bad, man. This, honestly, I could see wanting more Sea-Dasher Octopuses in this deck for spots like this where this gets to be a threat on its own here. It's unfortunate. Well, as far as drawing more lands go, we've got that. A half quarter of the deck list can be accessed by typing !deck in chat if you're interested why we're playing the things we're playing. Unplayable loss for me to Spell Pierce. This card might be drawing dead at this point, which is a little sad. I think I'm in for both of these, honestly. Maybe I'm supposed to cast this off the Castle Vantress to activate it twice, but I also don't really expect this to live, so... I scryed there because we didn't have cards in my hand to be able to protect my spirit anyway, so I might as well get the value in off using my mana. You know, I probably should have pierced them last turn. If only to keep them off of activating their castle. And this last card will be Nicol Bolas and we'll die. Looking for another Brazen Borrower here. See, chat, imagine if that Censor had been a Jawari disruption. Imagine how much worse that is. Like, we'd have lands 2 turns in a row. Getting a random in the late game like this as opposed to having a tapped land is so much better. Stroke sounds lovely. think the snow cards are worth it from what we've played so far. I don't know if this deck's very good, but I don't think the snow cards have been bad. Like, from your question, like, are the snow cards worth it? Like, I think the bigger question there is, like, do the snow cards have a cost? To which the answer seems no, not really. Like, it's not like I sacrificed something in my deck in order to play the snow cards, right? I think we take the Stormtamer here. Because it lets me attack with the Faceless Haven while protecting it. Doing this means if they have another Shark Typhoon, we're dead. It also means if they have Threat plus Dispute, we get into trouble, but... This is a 3/1 flash creature. Got a convenient 8 mana here, so I can scry with Castle and play Nimble in the same turn. We need to try and find our third borrower here sooner rather than later. I think I'm supposed to scry it upkeep there, but it might have been right. We're definitely going to need to scry it upkeep next turn, though. If we brick, we're going to want to look again. And if we're supposed to keep unsummons in a matchup like this, seeing Shark Typhoon, it's good. It's good at picking our threats back up, too. Spell Pierce has felt really bad. I'm not sure this is a card I actually want to be playing. We're going to replace the ones in the main deck with Dive Down, I think, and then I might cut the ones from the sideboard for extra hard counters, too. More Inscrafted. You know. If we have countered that shark as it came down, would it ever be correct? How would I counter the shark? I did not have a Nimble Obstructionist in my hand when it came down, no. I drew Nimble Obstructionist many turns later. Spell Pierce was real mediocre there. I'll take an extra Negate, and we'll put a couple of Dive Downs in the main deck for their utility that they provide in the what's it called matchup? The utility they provide in the creature matchups. Nah, I don't think Tail's End is super great. Especially not in the deck that we're playing. I'd rather have more flexible counterspells like Lofty Denial. Yeah, for people that haven't done, I saw someone link a magic survey in chat. For people that haven't done one, that usually you need like 10 to 20 minutes to do it. They're not short. Nice, nice. I think we're just passing here. One of your finest lands, please, deck. Wanted to be able to play this. It's fine, we still have Unsummon up. Hey, Y2K, thanks for the 3 years. Hey, you about to just play Murderous Rider? Uh-oh, Image Predator. Sure. So they're something way more mid-range than I was expecting. Or more mid-range than our last opponent, for sure. Nope, when you unsummon, in fact, the reason why mutate as a mechanic, you can only mutate cards onto other cards with the same owner, is because when you unsummon, the whole stack goes. So they don't want you to be able to put cards that players don't own back into someone else's hand. Well, that feels bad, man. Neutral solution. Good afternoon. I think we're still okay. We get to Obstructionist here. We get to play Faceless Haven next turn. We get to Borrower bounce plus play Borrower the following turn. The creature lands have been real good so far in this set. Honestly, the Faceless Havens have been better than the spirits. The spirits have just died a lot. I am doing well, mates, too. I appreciate you still dropping off that prime. Breaks are good. There's lots of other great games out there as well. Circle back around at some point. Yeah, the spirits are a lightning rod. They're a must-answer threat. Kill this thing or it runs away with the game. Is an accurate summation of what it does. I don't really know how I want to sideboard here. My opponent's deck, like, they're like Grixis mid-range, it looks like. Honestly, it might just be like click, submit. Could realistically be. I think Drake seems good. Why? To block the flyers? Okay, how about if instead of blocking their flyers, we counter them or bounce them? I think if I'm worried about their flyers, I'd rather have Unsummon rather than a Drake, because like if they're keeping flyers in play, they're not attacking us with them probably. They're probably blocking with them. So I'd rather be able to take their flyers out of play rather than have like a blocker. If we're on defense, we're losing in this matchup. I think mono red's like the only place we're playing defensively with a card like this. It's a very specific counter. It like stops Thoughtseize, and paying 2 mana to upfront counter Thoughtseize doesn't seem great. This deck would love Vapor Snag. Vapor Snag would be really, really good in this deck. Cracky Ty, good afternoon. It could have been right to wait till 2 to play this. Because of the dive down. Ooh, that's really bad for the home team. Okay, glass half full. They don't seem to have land. They have another stomp. This is a great draw. Opinion on the Super Straight controversy. I feel like I must have appropriately cultivated and culled my social media feeds that I have no idea what the Super Straight controversy is. Based on the name of it, I assume it's a bunch of bigots doing things. What's your opinion on the I eat poop and am proud of it controversy? Maybe I'm supposed to tap. Yeah, that was a mistake, right? I'm supposed to tap the Faceless Haven there. I guess if I draw a blue source here, I could technically activate the Haven. Yeah, I can't play all three of these out now. I'd be in a much better spot if I would have been able to play this. Tapping my lands wrong there is a pretty big deal. The activation didn't do anything. It did not. It tapped 3 of their lands. We're still good, right? So I can Obsession here and activate this and kill them. And I have Dive Down up. They must just have a bunch of blue cards in their hand, huh? Because they were Grixis game 1. It gets an extra dork off the board. That was a 2-1 to start, yeah. Just Grixis things, yeah. Faceless Haven is the new Tempest shit. Yeah, honestly, Faceless Haven has just been stellar. Just reminding me that creature lands are excellent. It's really unfortunate that we won before we got to draw with the Obsession. Big mood. Oh no, we lost the die roll. Orphan Guard. Are you a control deck or are you a meme? I kept this hand in case they were a meme. Alright, looks like blue-white control. Not a meme. Definitely right to play this here. This way I can attack with it next turn if I want to. Wizards changed the rules so that I can declare all my basics no basics and not buy expensive basics. Is that true? Do you have a source on that? I mean, that would be a good change, but I'd like to see a source of that. This is a great draw. BT dubs. Huh, they're missing a land drop? Do I play into a counterspell here? I feel like I don't. feel like I just chill. And now if they want to absorb this, I'll play this after. I still want to do this now at sorcery speed, so that way my opponent can't absorb it. There's a good chance they play that card. I'm just gonna take a draw here. This might be wrong. Just because Lofty's a brick without another flyer. Yeah, go, Gadget Slapland. Do 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 do. Nice counterspell. Just 3 more slaps, chat. Slippity slappity, bippity bappity. As a Spectral Sailor about to draw 800 cards. Faceless Haven is much better. Crawling Barrens is better against control. Faceless Haven is better against everything else. Is the TLDR. Just draw 2 in response here, right?
Focused and disciplined.
Yeah, and Faceless is fine against control. It's not bad. It's worse than Crawling Barrens would be, but it's still not bad by any means. Yikes, this is a huge punish.
Hide from the world any longer.
Send that one back for Winston Kim.
You need to move quickly. How long do you want to wait for a rematch?
Let's clean that mess up.
Keep an open mind.
Sadly puts card back down is an accurate descriptor there. Sad wub. Oh man. Pino can go kick rocks. Ain't that the truth? Hey, Alec, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Dearest Narset, please pound sand. Alright, I think I actually hold on to this. Because I don't think I want to force them to Wrath of God next turn. Dive down my faceless haven. Do 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 do. And like that exchange in terms of raw card count wasn't great for us, but like this Spectral Sailor is just drawing so many cards that like it was fine.
I'm not going to sit this one now. No time for a break.
Hey, chat, we're going for the jugular. Caca! Caca! Oh, this is wrong. Because they have a castle. I was thinking I could kill them. I forgot they had castle. This is what I get for saying to myself, I'm gonna play one more with mono blue, and then we're gonna switch to Jeskai. Thinking that to yourself is how you summon Gandalf control to your screen. Yeah, their castle made my playing out here wrong. I should have saved my my extra sailor. Sure. Hey, another slap land. Love it. Soon to be featuring actual Gandalf suit. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Narset wheel combo is in that deck. It's great. And you can cast the 6-mana part of commit with Gear Hulk, by the way, if you didn't figure that out already. So they have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana here. 13. okay. If they don't have a counter spell, we might be okay here still. They're gonna get vetoed and die, though, I assume. Oh, man.
Let's slow this down. Keep up the pace.
We definitely lost this game because of my sequencing. Yeah, if I forgot, the fact that I forgot about the castle made me think I had lethal when I didn't. So I committed to the board, and then their what's it called? My committing to the board got us killed by Wrath of God. If I would have realized the castle was there, I wouldn't have played my things out, and I would have drawn 3 to 4 extra cards that game, which probably would have given us the power to punch through that Shark Typhoon on the last turn. Cell Death, thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. Thanks everybody for hanging out this afternoon, by the way. Pretty sweet. We're up to almost 1,500 people in here. We're playing a little bit of Historic right now. If you're a fan of Historic and want to play in a sweet tournament after... wrong command. Want to play in a sweet tournament after the Historic Anthology drops in a week and a half on March 21st. We're going to be having an open Hoaglandia tournament sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com. It's a $5 entry fee, plus you need to be subscribed to my channel. Everybody that gets at least 4 match wins will get Cool Stuff Inc. store credit. There's also a couple of door prizes for people that bring the sweetest deck and get at least 2 match wins with it. So, not a super cutthroat environment, more casual focus. We do full coverage of the tournament here on my channel on that all day on that day. So you've got good ideas for anthology stuff. It could be a fun thing to play in. How's Ascendant Spirit been? It's been whatever. We talked about it a little bit. The standout card has actually been Faceless. Faceless Haven has won us a ton of games so far. I'm actually hanging tight here. I'm gonna save this for Post Sweeper. Did them for 5 here, and then I get to draw with Sailor. I assume they're just going to slam their Wrath of God. Hey, Zero, thanks for the 25 months. I appreciate the tier 2. Welcome back. It's a shame we don't have one of our, 9 counterspells here. 10 counterspells, 11 postboard. We got 3 negates, 4 censors, 4 lofty denials postboard. Theron, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Great for us. One note for people that are new too, if you're thinking about playing in that tournament I just talked about, you'll want to make sure you're able to broadcast your Magic Arena client to Discord upon request. The way in which we do full coverage is we pick feature matches every round from people who share their screens, and that is a requirement to play in the tournament, is that you're able to screen share. I guess if I don't send everything at him, he survives. It's not good for us.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
A Historic Anthology drops tomorrow. So normally I start Magic about 8 a.m. Central Time in the morning, so we'll be starting Magic a little bit later at 10 a.m. because the Historic Anthology will go live at 10 usually. Do we just play Castle? I don't think we're committing anything else to the board. I don't want to play this and then have them go Wrath with Dispute up and get got. Hey, thanks for the 2 months, Busy Hands. I appreciate that. Welcome back. sad. Do you kill the one that's killing you or the one that's drawing cards? This is about where they cast Wrath of God with Dovin's Veto back up. That's fine.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost. I have just the trick for this.
Well, they have Field of Ruin for my snap land just sitting there, taunting me. There's any reason to activate this?
I must train harder.
Go and activate this. It basically gave me a free mana here. If I don't play counter spells next turn, I can draw another card here. Hopefully they have Absorb as their second counter spell here and not Veto. Dead at this point. Yeah, that's actually not terrible. It can get us a 3/3 at end of turn. I have 6-8 mana total. Sure.
Past, present, and future with thoughtfulness before action. Violence is upsetting.
You want to try Unsubstantiate? No, I don't think I want to change my deck because of blue-white control. I also think I've got a bunch of Unsummons and Brazen Borrowers already, so that's kind of the extent of, like, the bounce style of effects that I really want. I gotta just pass, right? They have another Wrath of God we just get got.
If you show remorse, I'll show it. You need to slow down.
Yes, Ascendant Spirit can gain multiple card draw triggers. Every time you pay for. Man, these games have been a slog.
Really should have seen that coming.
I played one Wrath of God, right? So a world where we ignore some of their planeswalkers this game. I mean, ignoring a Narset gives them 4 extra looks at a Wrath of God. And like, just think about how different this game is if they cast a second Wrath of God. So yeah, I think there's some games where you ignore some of their planeswalkers, but I think the opportunities where I killed their planeswalkers, we were correct to do so. Yeah, Narset also makes our Sailor worse to an extent, is accurate. Yep, yeah, end of turn there we get to bounce the Baffling and then play Brazen Borrower. That was part of why I used the Lofty Denial to try and get them off the veto so we could bounce it. That was game 2, yep. Alright, so we get a game 3 here, we're on the draw. Seems pretty good. Not fantastic against explicitly Wrath of God, but good against like their miscellaneous spot removal and stuff. Definitely leading on Siren Stormtamer. Yeah, April's tweet landed was her saying, I wish they would do this, not that they're actually going to do it. Alright, we're going to finish this game, and then we're going to play some Jeskai Mutate combo in Standard. They have a dispute. They paused on this. They could have a dispute here. That's actually really bad for us. Rick and Baby Blue, thanks for the follows. Welcome to the channel this afternoon. No Narset is great for us. Censor's not terrible. Probably cycling that, I imagine. Play this Lapland out here in case we want to get frisky and attack with it next turn. March 21st, Grapple. You can sign up on MTG Melee here. Good afternoon, Crimson. And honestly, I think we counter this because it makes our Faceless Haven worse. Hey, Baki, thanks for extending your sub. Welcome back. I don't have any counter spells in sight to protect that with, so... Ooh, that's a nice draw. Okay, I think with that in mind, we play this now while they're tapped off of a 3-mana counter. A little bit worse against Wrath of God, but if they want to Wrath these two, I think that's okay with us.
your prowess.
I think I send these here, and I hold the Faceless Haven activation because I want to be able to draw another card with this Sailor, because my hand's pretty weak right now. We've got huge tracts of land. It could be right to fire up both. Could be right to fire up both Havens here. It's pretty bad against Shark Typhoon, though. This is a card we know they have. You need about 200 packs of a normal set to get a full playset of rares. You need 300 to 400 packs to get a full playset of mythics. It's a lot of packs. You're not wrong. It's not cheap to be a Magic Arena completionist. To be fair, Magic has a lot of really unplayable cards in it, so you don't really need full sets, so to speak.
Now, I must meditate and prepare.
You can't mutate out of Faceless Haven, Shed. It's a human. They didn't move the timers. The timers just don't appear unless you're close to running out of time. So they can save their Narset with an activation here, but if they're doing that, then don't have mana to cycle their neutralize. So I think that's fine. They're down to 7 here. Dive down's looking not great in this control matchup.
Keep an open mind.
Alright, slap lands, let's go. Slow and steady, chat. Faceless Haven with the strong back and the silent MVP of the deck. Cast this while they're tapped out. No reason to give them a chance to cast Absorb. Please concede. Yes, countering their companion on turn 4 was an excellent decision. That choice is what let our slap lands go the distance this game. It's not particularly close. What are we doing tonight, Faceless Haven? Oh, the same thing we do every night? Trying to kill the blue-white player? Excellent. What a silly game of Magic. What a silly game of Magic. The opponent did in fact just die. Our creature lands are excellent. I was ready to die to settle the wreckage. There was my dojo does not contain fear. "23 lands and 3 of them are excellent, chat. Boy, golly, do they slap. What do I think about where we ended up at here? I don't know, seems fine. I don't know how I feel about Dive Down. It's probably fine. It's pretty mediocre against blue-white, but that's probably not a big deal. We've got negates in the sideboard for that. I'm not sure if Scatter's actually good here. If I'm up to 4 Aether Gust, I might not need Scatter, and maybe we get up to a 4th negate with that. So we could have more of that effect. Is Haven better than Castle? Oh, you're saying you want to play a 4th Haven over Castle. I think Haven is definitely the better land than Castle. I don't know that I can afford to play another colorless land, though. I remember thinking Cast Out might be a decent answer to Faceless Haven until I read non-land. Yep. Yeah, I think you need, like, if you look at our mana here and look at our spells, a bunch of our spells don't have colorless things, right? So I think you need 20 blue sources is basically the TLDR. You want to cut a spell for a Haven. I could see that. I could see it being correct to just like go up a Faceless Haven, cutting a spell. I don't know about Dive Down. As sad as I am to say it, my boy Nimble Obstructionist wasn't particularly exciting today. I'm not convinced that this is a card we're supposed to be playing. I think there's probably a good chance that these two cards, and I say this as someone who has an unhealthy obsession with Nimble Obstructionist. I think you should probably just have more Sea-Dasher Octopuses. The fact that this card gets to stay in against control and draw you cards all on its own feels really good, I think, too. Gosh, this deck would kill for Vendilion Click. Like, four Vendic Click like that, I would love for that card to be in a historic anthology. Love that card. All right, see, I think this is probably where I'd end. Go up a negate here. Like, an Obstructionist mostly played as Brazen Borrower 5 and 6. You mean, like, for the 3-1 flash effect, kinda? Yeah, I would really like Click. That card's sweet. All right, you're not done with Magic by any means. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out today.